Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live.
Habari Live.
From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Yo, good morning. Let's get another episode of Habari Live going this Saturday, man. A lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, a lot of things going on in the world. Donald Trump keeping us on our toes like always, and you know, he always has to stay in the news and stay on top of our heads with steady flows of mess and garbage. So that's what we're doing, man. We're just talking about what's going on and you know, keeping you guys updated with the news. But we appreciate everyone who tunes in, and we appreciate everyone that watches out for the news. But welcome to Habari Saturday, Habari Live. Good morning, everyone. Habari Ghani, my people. We are thrilled to bring you the latest edition of Habari Live, your go-to podcast for the Pulse of Phoenix and beyond. As always, we're all the way live in Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Damon Dipleen Ellison, my co-host,
Aisha.
We will be your guide for the exciting stories and everyday happenings in our vibrant community, your weekly dose of inspiration, innovation, and insightful conversations from the heart of our city. Let's go. All right, man. It's a lot going on today, you know, but we're going to go into it and get some things talking about. But first, let's go into the rundown and what's happened for the week with Aisha.
For sure. What's going on with you this morning?
Nah. Same,
All right.
Another day, you know.
Same
Yeah.
story, but Phoenix PD has proposed a new homeless interaction policy. The department unveiled a draft policy aimed at guiding officer interactions with Phoenix residents who are experiencing homelessness, responding to a federal Department of Justice report that found that patterns of unconstitutional stops, citations, and destruction of personal belongings. The proposed interacting with individuals experiencing homelessness policy emphasizes that respectful and lawful engagement bars unnecessary citations or property disposal. And it also encourages connections to services, although advocates are saying that enforcement language could be a little stronger. But the public comment on the policy closed on Saturday last week. But I think that this is a good thing because you don't want the police just saying, move your things, and then they're destroying your things while they're telling you to move, and you're homeless, and this is all that you have in your possession.
Yeah, man, it's pretty dirty. It's pretty sad. I understand that there is a homeless problem. There's an issue. Ever since COVID, it's multiplied. And ever since the rent rates just went to just ridiculous highs, most people can't afford it, man, and they're on the streets. And, we all want to sit around and we want to blame drugs and all this other mess. But we know the reason why this shit is going on, man. Rent is too expensive and unemployment is ticking up. It's sad, man. No one wants to see this, but we have to figure out a humane way of keeping people from being homeless on the streets. Right. It can't be just throw their stuff away, throw them. We have to have people that we're working with that's giving these people temporary homes, giving them some help with their drug addiction, if it's drug addiction or alcoholism, or if it's just, hey, I just need a home, because that happens also. It's not always drug offenses,
right? And sometimes it's medical conditions that would make a person homeless.
Medical debt is a big reason that people go into homelessness.
Yep.
So we have to think of a better way, man. Phoenix police, they they always getting a bad reputation. They always doing the wrong fucking thing, man. Either shooting up everybody, throwing people. Like, man, dude, why is our police why they have to be so evil? I mean, damn, why can't we make better decisions?
I wish we could.
It's annoying, man.
It is. It really is. But moving on, this week, Trump filed a $10 billion defamation lawsuit against BBC
Oh God.
in federal court this week, alleging that it deceptively edited his January 6, 2021 speech to imply that he incited the U.S. Capitol riot. The lawsuit claims that the misleading edits violated Florida defamation and deceptive trade laws. And he seeks $5 billion for defamation.
Holy crap.
And another $5 billion for unfair trade practices, and follows the BBC's apology for the edit while defending itself in the case. Russia's Vladimir Putin publicly backed Trump's decision to sue BBC in a recent press event, according to Reuters.
Yeah, man. It's crazy that we have a president that wants to sue everyone for everything. I mean, he's such a thin-skinned person. Goodness, everything that everyone says he wants sued, and he want to see him in court. But this has been his MO before he was president. This is what he's always done. It's always been, hey, fight in court. But, you know, I understand their edit. You put what he said into the situation. It did not go exactly the way that they edited the video, but at the same time, he did say it. You know, it's not like they put something in that he didn't say. It was the order which things were said. You know, and it's, you know, he wants to sue them, and they did apologize because they did do something that was, I guess you can say, wrong, but it wasn't like he didn't say this. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It's just they're trying, the way it made it seem is, you know, it was on him, but a lot of people blame him for what happened. A lot of people blame his rhetoric of fight like hell and the things that he was saying.
Right.
Now we know it wasn't in the order that they put it in, but he said it. It wasn't like these things were not said. A lot of videos get edited. He doesn't like the way videos edit, but you know, he was mad about the situation with Kamala and her editing for the video. Like, they don't take things out for his videos to make him look better in situations, or
Right.
to answer questions quickly, or to get to the parts that are most interesting. There's all type edits that goes down, and he's going to sue every time one of them make them look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And
Every time.
I mean, and then he got this crap going on where he's suing the government,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, I'm presiding over it. I'm the person that gets to make the decision if I get the win or not. Like, you don't see the problem with that, bro?
Right.
You don't see a problem with that. You don't see a problem with you being suing and you get to make the decision if you win the suit.
Right.
Like, you don't see the issue with that. But hey, you know, this is what he's doing, and you know, he's going to pay himself. He's going to pay himself.
Oh, you know he is.
Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to pay himself, and that's what he's going to do. And it's going to be some dumb shit, and he's going to take the money. He talking about he going to give it to charity. We all know he's going to put it in his pocket. So, you know, it's ridiculous, man. $2.17 gas. That's not where I live. And the average is still $3 for Americans and $3 and something for Americans. So you might have cheap gas in some small little podunk town. That doesn't mean that my gas in the city is any different, because it isn't. 317,000 illegal 2020. Man, they cheated. He tried to cheat in Georgia. He told them to find ballots.
Ballots.
Right. Stop it, man. I'm always trying to talk about somebody cheat. When the cheaters is everyone that's went to jail for cheating when it comes to the election has been Republican. Why haven't any Democrats went to jail? It's been Rudy Giuliani. It's been all these other people that's going to jail for trying to steal the election, but not one Democrat. It's crazy, man, how that happens.
It is real crazy.
What you got next?
But moving on, Warner Bros. This week rejected Paramount's hostile takeover bid.
Yay.
According to Reuters, the entertainment giant Warner Bros. Discovery rejected a $108.4 billion hostile takeover bid from Paramount Skydance, saying that the offer lacks adequate and reliable financing backing and poses risks to shareholders. So they're like, instead of WBD's board reaffirming support for its existing merger agreement with Netflix, citing greater certainty and a stronger financial commitment, the decision has intensified a high-stakes media industry bidding battle ahead of the planned shareholder vote, according to Reuters. I mean, I'm honestly glad that they rejected this bid.
I mean, everyone is happy because this is Ellison CEO for Paramount has openly bent over to Trump and saying he's going to do whatever he can do to be more pro-Trump. We see what's going on with CBS. CBS has turned into another pro-Trump propaganda media site, and this is what they're becoming. And they'll keep on losing ratings because people didn't watch CBS for that. We want news that's down the middle, that's going to tell you both sides, not news just pro-Trump propaganda.
Right.
And to becoming a propaganda arm like Fox News and all these other right-wing sites that's so ridiculous and will never say anything bad about Trump because he demands that. No one can say anything bad.
Don't criticize.
So he doesn't want any criticism of him or your fake news. That's the way it goes with this guy. So, we also saw videos of the FCC admitting that they're not independent, that they are a wing of the president. The president has the power to tell the FCC that that's not the way it's always been. But the FCC now, they're scared they're going to get fired. Trump is, the Supreme Court is giving Trump all power to be able to fire people that's supposed to be in institutions that were separate from the government and had separate powers and weren't governed by the president, but he's the all-powerful. He's doing whatever he wants to, saying whatever he wants to, and now he's running the FCC, telling the FCC who, what, and where he wants things to go, what he doesn't like, and who he doesn't want on TV. Now, this is crazy, man, coming from the people who was hollering and screaming free speech. But now all of a sudden, free speech don't matter anymore. As long as it's about things that I don't want people saying bad things about Trump. It's crazy, man. But this is the world we're living in right now, man. It's bizarro world. That's the day.
Yep. The Justice Department has begun releasing a massive trove of documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein and his co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell under the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Thousands of those pages, including photos, court records that are now public, have been heavily redacted to protect victim identities and ongoing legal constraints, according to the Department of Justice. The partial release has drawn bipartisan criticism for failing to meet the statutory deadline, which was yesterday, December 19th, for extensive redactions, including entire pages being blacked out, even as the images of Epstein with public figures do circulate online. Mind you, some of those photos do include figures like Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, among others.
Right. What's crazy to see is as pictures of other people come out, it's crazy to see the right, like, oh, look who's in the pictures. Oh, look, he's in there. Oh, look, he's in there. But when it comes up that Trump's in there, oh, but like, dog, this man, These people are ridiculous. And I just don't even I just don't like even talking to these people anymore. They're gonna try to jump over that Bill Clinton was in the. We already knew it from a long time ago that Bill was in there. What we're talking about is the current president and everything that they're trying to hide to try to make sure we don't find out all the information that Trump is in there. They didn't blacked out everything, bro. I mean, blacked it all out.
Whole pages.
I mean, it's more redacted information on there than information that was really let loose. I mean, the pictures and all the things we didn't see Trump with all type pictures with all type young women surrounding him. Those don't bother them. That doesn't bother any of these people. But Bill Clinton. Oh, look, it's Michael Jackson. Look, that's these people are, man. They're just hypocrites. And all these people that had something to do with Epstein, that was their homie. You have to question what they knew, what they had going on, and what information they knew about it. But a lot of people was hanging out with him. Mick Jagger. We got all type people hanging out with this dude. But the rich are with the rich. Did they know if he was doing all these things? We don't know. I mean, the police know, and they didn't go after him. So I'm guessing they didn't have enough information to say that any of these people, even Trump, had anything to do with it. But we also know that there's information that Trump is trying to hide because the redaction is, hey man, it's most of it. And that's they love. They love to say, why didn't Biden release them? There was a lot of things still going on. That wasn't Biden's focus. He had a pandemic to deal with while we were going through issues with the economy. He wasn't worried about the Epstein files. Goodness. But anyway.
Right. This week, Trump held discussions with major insurance industry leaders focused on strategies that could lower health and other insurance premium costs for Americans. Sources describe the talks as part of a broader push by the administration to address the rising consumer expenses just ahead of the new year in just a couple of weeks. Although specific policy proposals or commitments from the insurers have yet to be released because of the ongoing coverage disputes and talks that they're supposedly in.
If it was Democrats, dog, Bill Clinton is not the president right now. What the fuck am I supposed to do for Bill Clinton that he's in these pictures? What am I supposed to do? He's not the president. We can't impeach him. Y'all tried to impeach him for messing with one
Monica
chick.
Lewinsky.
Right. So, I mean, we can't impeach him. He's not in office. What are we supposed to do to the Democrats that are in these files?
That are not in
office. Tell me what we're supposed to do. But we do have one that's the president that's trying to hide his role in it. Tell me what he's supposed to do. We know what he's supposed to do. We're supposed to make sure that he is held accountable because he's trying to act like he isn't in it. Bill Clinton, what accountability are we going to, if the police cannot go after him, then what are we supposed to do? Oh, he's in the pictures. All right. But you guys voted in the president that has something to do with this stuff. That's the big one. You guys are voting for this dude. You guys voted for him over and over and over, 3 times. I don't give a fuck if it's a Democrat in there. If it's the Democrat in there and it's proof that he was doing something, arrest him. What is that a question? There's no questions. Epstein files were sealed by the DOJ stating with the Trump's administration, Biden is not authorized to unseal Phantom Court documents. The same for Trump, who lies and says he can. He knows he can't. Right. It's up to the grand jury and judges to release the information and Congress to be able, which they did. They voted to release, and that's what has to happen. It didn't happen under the Biden administration because that's not what the Congress was focused on at that time. No one was talking about it at this level except on the underground because they thought it was a Democratic hoax. But once they found out that Trump was in it, then they don't want anything to do with it. The same old playbook. But when it comes to Obamacare and when it comes to voting for the subsidies, we had the government shutdown. The Democrats yelled and screamed that they wanted to make sure that these subsidies was paid. The Republicans fought against it.
Just
And,
open the government.
Yeah, everybody hollered,
and
just
we'll
open
give
it,
you the subsidies.
sign the clean CR. That's all they kept hollering, and just open the government. Democrats are doing this, blah, blah. Y'all didn't care what they were talking about. Y'all thought they were playing games. Now they see that the subsidies and their insurance is about to go up. Now we see a whole bunch of Republicans crying. They're upset. But hey, it was just open the government. It wasn't, hey, can we get the subsidies? But for some reason, you guys were okay with them opening the government back. We all knew that the Republicans were not going to vote on this. They promised they would. And
They
what
didn't.
they do, they didn't. They went on Christmas break. Congress has gone on break for the umpteenth time this year.
Yep.
They haven't done anything. And this is what's been going on with these people, man. They on vacation and they're not doing any work. So it's really disgusting, man. And it's okay. We heard Michael Johnson say that it's only 7% of the country that will be hurt by this, and that's not a big deal.
20 million people.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He said it's not a big deal to him. So when you guys will sit around and say the ACA is terrible, it's horrible, it's the reason why everything is high, but they've been tearing it apart. And as they tear more and more out of it, you get less and less health insurance. Less and less people are covered. The less people that's covered, the prices are going to go up. This is what they want. They want this. They're always screaming that they're going to do something with healthcare, but the Republicans never have a plan. Never. What's their plan? Oh, I'm gonna go talk to the insurance companies, and hopefully they'll bring their prices down. Or I'm gonna put some tariffs on them, or I'll take tariffs off of them. So he's gonna try to bully them into doing something instead of coming up with a plan that actually fucking works. Oh, I'm gonna bully them, and then they'll lower their prices. That's my plan. I'm gonna talk to the companies, and these the company said they're going to lower their price from $300 to $100. When we know other people are paying these pills $10, $15, $20, but we have to pay hundreds. It's ridiculous.
Real ridiculous.
What else you got?
This week, the White House announced that a revamp of Congress-approved troop housing subsidy program, rebranding the benefit as a warrior dividend bonus aimed at providing direct financial support to the service members for housing expenses. The move is being pitched by the administration officials as a morale boosting measure for military families, though critics say it could complicate existing support frameworks that raise questions about funding and eligibility. Mind you, that the subsidy that he's claiming that he's going to give to them was something that they were already going to receive.
Oh man, yeah, man. It's hilarious to see. This guy goes up. I'm gonna send out $1,776 to every troop, and they're gonna get this money because of me, and I'm gonna take the money away from tariffs. They was bull anyway, because tariffs is something that U.S. companies and Americans are paying. So you're taking money from us and giving it to somebody else. Not really a good idea in the first fucking place.
Right.
It's dumb. But at the same time, the money was already allocated for Congress for they can get building upgrades. And this dude gonna try to take credit for it and reallocate the money for some other bullshit and say that he did it. Like, dog, how much of a piece of shit you have to be that you can't even, man, dog, dude, it's disgusting stuff, man. And they okay, yay, Trump, he did it. Like, he didn't do anything. He took some money that was already reallocated and said, hey, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all this money, and put his name on it like he did something. The dude is ridiculous, man. I don't understand why anybody messes with this dude, or even the way you guys fight for him. And he is the worst liar ever. He's caught in his lies so fast. Immediately caught. I mean, how many lies did he tell? And when he came and spoke the other day, it was just horrible. I couldn't believe the amount of lies, just lie after lie. Oh, Biden gave me the highest percentage in the history of America. Shut the no, he did not. He did not. You were giving a percentage of inflation of 2.9 to 3%. You put in tariffs. And now you don't want to own this economy after a whole year? And after you have made, I don't know how many executive orders, it's still not yours. Nothing that's going on is your fault. You have taken down everything Biden did. You tore it apart, ripped it up, tore it down, flushed it down the toilet. Now it's still his fault? What no damn 9% inflation. Stop lying. The inflation that was given to him at the beginning of this fucking year was 2.9%. Stop lying, man. We all can find this information. It's easily found. It was not 9%. Idiots.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, man?
Lastly, the U.S. military has conducted airstrikes against a suspected ISIS target in Syria in retaliation for last week's ambush that killed 2 U.S. Army soldiers and an American interpreter. President Trump vowed a very serious retaliation following the attack, and the strikes from part of an ongoing counter-ISIS operations that's already in the region.
Mm-hmm.
The Pentagon says that the operations target combatants and infrastructure linked to the extremist group as the U.S. maintains a reduced troop presence in eastern Syria.
You know, the Syrian government was in the White House smoozing with Trump, and he's kissing his butt, telling him how great of a person he is. And then he allows this to happen in his backyard.
Yep.
What's going on? This your homie, you know, he's supposed to be taking care of these people. Why should we have to send troops to take care of something that should have been taken care of immediately by them? They should have had these people minutes after this happened. Who did it? But you know, this is another reason and another example of Trump and his cronies moving to war before talking to Congress, before trying to get things done with Congress. So they're going to go and they're going to start blowing up stuff. So you know, it's probably going to turn into a bigger thing. So we're gonna have two fronts where we're fighting ISIS and we're fighting Venezuela because we want to overturn the regime there. We want their oil. And Trump this week openly just said it. Yeah, we're trying to take the oil.
Yep.
We're after the oil. We're after the oil. I mean, they openly just did it, and it took an oil tanker. So we know what they're about. So I mean, this is just another war, and and we'll see what's going on with how you people like this. That we spend all this money on wars and mess that we do not have to be in. But you know, this is Trump. This is his doing. This is how he like to do things. Whackness. Go ahead.
That's on you.
All right, man. So we're gonna go straight into it this week, man. With some of the racism, radicalization, and accountability and political chaos that's going on in America this week. Just more mess, man, like always. And we're just gonna get straight into it. Some of the things that's been going on. Courts that Trump has been losing in, some of the lies that he's been telling this week, and the oil wars that he has going on. And Trump, you know, has been checked by a couple of judges this week, which is it's good, man. The judges are still standing up to this guy, but you know, he's still, you know, the Supreme Court. He pretty much owns them, and he just does what he wants to versus the Supreme Court, and it's crazy, man. He's doing whatever the hell he wants to, and no one is stopping him, and they're giving him all power, and doing whatever they want.
Sure. But today we're going to break down a pattern that's becoming impossible for us to ignore. Donald Trump losing in court, lying to the public, and escalating conflict overseas, all in the same week.
And a week,
Mm,
that's like 2 years in Trump time, you know.
mm.
But from federal judges rejecting MAGA power grabs to fact checkers dismantling a national address, his national address was a disgrace.
Horrible.
Trump openly admitting Venezuela is about oil. This is accountability colliding with ambition. And we all know that, it's all about oil and all about power, and to take Maduro out so he can put in a regime that'll kiss his butt and give us access to the oil. But all BP and all the other companies, they don't want nothing to do with Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been in there in a couple of decades, if I'm not mistaken, and we want nothing to do with it. And Trump's trying to take it over and put these companies in charge of their oil. It's a mess. But let's start with the courts, man, where Trump aligned Republicans suffered multiple losses this week.
Yeah, first in California, Republican groups tried to block the state's redistricting maps, claiming that there was racial discrimination.
Yeah, I agree with you. Kyra, what is it? Kyra's mama, Kyra's mommy. Yeah, I agree. It was disgusting stuff, man. Disgusting. This dude putting his name above Kennedy's, a man whose life was sacrificed for the office, and for this guy to put his name above Kennedy's, man, it's the most disgusting stuff I've ever seen in my life. And then at the same time, no one is even coming to the Kennedy Center at this time. Sales are down 43%. People are not coming. Donald Trump is he's killing it on purpose because he didn't like that the center was doing things that he didn't agree with. So he's going to tear it apart, and that's what he's basically doing. That's why he put his name on the front of it, to make it as worse as possible, tear it apart, just disrespecting this man, disrespecting Kennedy, a dude who was killed. It's craziness, man. And this y'all boy, this who you guys are clapping for. It's garbage. Put your fucking stinking ass name in front of fucking Kennedy, dog. I can't believe he even did it. The audacity to put Donald J. Trump and Kennedy. Like, what? Dude, we hate you. That man was loved. He's still on t-shirts, and they love that man. People see your face on the t-shirt, it starts fights. People start fighting. You are a disgusting person, man, and I cannot believe that you put your name on the front of that building. You know nothing about the arts. You're nothing but an authoritarian piece of shit. And the fact that he can even put a man who died in the office. I mean, damn, dog. The building was dedicated to him. And you could put your name above his? He didn't even put JFK and Trump. He put Trump and JFK. The dude is a clown. Wow. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is the world we're living in. This guy, man, and he's building all this stuff to try to make it everybody remember that he was a president. And I seen Jennings on CNN trying to say it was okay that he's putting his name up there. Well, presidents put their names on. No, other people decide to name those streets after. You don't the president never just puts his name on shit. That's not the way it works. Lyndon B. Johnson created this building and donated it to the existence of Kennedy. And this dude just puts his name on there like he's so great. The worst president ever. He's already the worst president ever. I mean, everybody knows that. He's the worst. But judges weren't just unconvinced on the blockage of all the redactions this week and all the bull that they're trying to do when it comes to blocking the districts in California after they've cheated in Texas, trying to also cheat in Indiana, and Indiana said no. They're doing it in Missouri, taking away the black district that's been there since Jim Crow era. But this is what we're dealing with right now, man. And the judges weren't just unconvinced. They openly dismissed the argument, with observers noting the claims were laughed out of court.
And here's the hypocrisy. This challenge came right after the Republicans aggressively demanded gerrymandering in Texas, diluting minority voting power to lock in their control.
Yeah.
Texas said, we want to do this. We're going to push for this racial gerrymandering, but nobody else can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, they were able to go to the Supreme Court and say that it wasn't by race. It was by party that they divided the people. And then they said that was okay, that it was fine to divide people by what they voted or who they voted for. Come on, man, we know. And then the fact that you can do that and still divide people by who they voted for and make your districts, and the Supreme Court said that's okay, in a time where the Civil Rights Act is you're not supposed to be able to do that. But that's why they've been tearing apart the Civil Rights Act for at least a decade. Because the right do not like they haven't liked the Civil Rights Act since day one. It gave power to minorities, and they didn't like that. They don't want that. I say it all the time. It's a reason why the South hasn't had any black people in charge, any black people voted in, because of the gerrymandering and the cheating that they're doing in the South. And they've been doing it for 100 years. Right after slavery, after Reconstruction, it was many black people that were in office, many black people that served. After the KKK came in, kicked everybody out,
Jim Crow,
put in Jim Crow laws. Now, ever since then, there hasn't been a black face in none of these places. And they're going to sit here and tell me that it's not cheating. No, it's not cheating. It's no. Like, dude. Man, these people, man. But California used an independent redistricting committee, a commission. Texas did no such thing. They just put some shit in place. Specifically designed to prevent racial or partisan manipulation. Something that Texas didn't care about or give a fuck about, taking away all the black districts. They didn't care. The court found no evidence of discrimination in the California redistricting, so they are getting that case out of court and ripping it up and laughing at the Trump administration, trying to block California.
Yep. Well, you don't get to rig the maps in Texas and then pretend to care about the fairness in California's redistricting.
Right.
I can do it, but hold on, wait.
They
what
can't.
You're doing that's not fair. I did it and I know it's not fair, but you can't do it. Two wrongs don't make a right. You can't do what I do.
Right. And it didn't stop there. Go ahead.
It didn't. Indigenous, tribal leaders also declined to participate in the redistricting decisions after Trump used a slur calling them retarded.
Great leader, man. Great leader. Awesome leader.
Biggest bully we got.
Such a great leader, man. I mean, the Indiana just said, nah, man, we're not with it. That language didn't just offend, it shut down lawful democratic processes. You can't sabotage trust and then blame communities for walking away. This is what Trump does. Disgusting stuff. And all his people are disgusting. They come on here and act like they're so much better than everybody and talk down on everyone that disagree with their stupid ass views. Gives a fuck about you and your views. You can't respect my views. I can't respect yours. You come on here and the first thing you say is disrespect to what people are saying. There's going to be disrespect back.
Exactly. But now we're going to move on to one of the most consequential rulings of the week.
Yeah. More than a dozen members of Congress sued after being blocked from inspecting ICE detention facilities. Since the beginning of the Trump administration, they would not let anyone into any of the ICE buildings. They've been blocking all people, mayors, congressmen, senators. It doesn't matter who you are. You're not getting access to the detention facilities. And this is the way they've been since day one.
Yep. Since day one. Federal Judge Gia Cobb ruled that blocking congressional oversight actually violates federal law. While specifically the 1996 authorization and the 2024 funding conditions for the Department of Homeland Security.
Breaking laws.
Unlawful.
Something that this guy has been doing since day one.
He loves to do it.
That's all he does is break the laws. Congress controls fundings. I mean, not this Congress, but usually most Congresses supposed to control the purse. Congress has been doing nothing to stand up to Trump when it comes to funding, and he is doing whatever the hell he wants to with the funding. It's usually the president cannot use fundings as threats, to use the threats to say, I'm going to hold back funding, because Congress is the person that is in charge of this funding. And if that person, and if Congress is saying that person is going outside of the rules of that funding, they're supposed to impeach him, bring him to court, whatever the situation is, to make sure that it's put back the way it's supposed to. But the Congress we have today that would not stand up to Donald Trump is letting the guy do whatever the hell he wants to. No oversight at all. Mm-hmm. Oversight isn't supposed to be optional. It's supposed to be the fucking law. But that's not what's going on here. So,
yep. Judge Cobb made it clear. If ICE wants taxpayer money, it does not get to operate in secrecy. Simple as that. You want our taxpayer money? We get to know what the fuck you're doing with our money.
That's the way it's supposed to work. That's the way it's always worked. That's 2 cases this guy has lost in court in the same week. Wasting our taxpayer money on bullshit when he could be working on things that actually help people.
Yep.
But it's always just about him, man. It's always just about Trump. Wasting tax dollars, trying to fight redistricting when the redistricting shouldn't even be an issue because it's in the middle of the fucking decade. But since you wanted to cheat and you wanted to make sure that you win the primaries, this is what goes on. Mm-hmm. He's trying to make sure he doesn't lose any seats in Congress or the Senate. With all the people that are quitting, it's going to happen anyway. This redistricting that you're doing is not automatically going to get you wins that you think they're going to. But that's 2 losses in court, and then the same week, all tied to the same issues: power without accountability.
Yep.
Something that this Congress and Trump are doing very well this first year in office.
Mm-hmm. Which actually brings us to Trump's address to the nation, where he tried to sell Americans a very different reality. Did y'all watch that speech?
The worst speech in the history of speeches. The worst. This guy said Trump living rent-free in your tiny mind. You stupid fucker. He's the president. He's putting laws in place every fucking day that changes our lives and things that happens in our fucking lives. So yes. And if you can imagine how much y'all cried when Biden was in office, all y'all did. He's making us take the COVID shot. He's doing this. I don't want to take it. I'm going to quit my job. I don't want to take the shot. That's all y'all did is cry for 4 fucking years. So shut the fuck up. We gonna say what the fuck we want to say, and that's the way it's gonna be. We don't care how much y'all cry. Did you respect Biden when he was in office? Or was it fuck him? And that was the bumper sticker all y'all had, right? So we're gonna do the same fucking thing. You don't get to get respect from the highest order when you're all y'all doing. You never respected the Democrat. Y'all still talking about Obama. Like I said the other day, man, Obama, he received a horrid economy from George Bush. Did he ever talk shit about him? did he ever say one bad word about George Bush. In fact, they were very close and cool. Never said one word. Did he blame anything on him? No, not once. A year in, your pussy ass president is still crying, saying that it's Biden's fault. Obama, not one day did he say, "Oh, look what Bush gave me. He gave me this." No, he didn't. He never said those things. And they always say, "Oh, Obama was the reason why we're all divided." Yeah, because he was black, and you didn't like that. I never said anything against anyone. But that's the people that we're dealing with, man. Crazy people who think they can sit around and talk about F the president and it's all good. But if we say it when it's their guy, oh my God, crying. Y'all ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. Obama did do a lot. Putting healthcare, a plan in place, something you guys haven't been able to do in 10 years. A concept of a plan is all y'all got. And as you tear apart Obamacare and the ACA, you don't have anything to fucking replace it. Nothing. But higher insurance rates. Mm-hmm. Now everybody gonna be paying higher rates because if the Republicans don't care about us and do not care about our insurance. And it's gonna hurt more Republicans than anything. They always think they're immune to all the issues that we're gonna see, but they're not. They are the ones that are the biggest recipients of the ACA. They are the biggest purchasers of it. Them, Texas and Florida. Y'all are going to get hurt by this. And I remember y'all crying before the ACA about how your kids were not getting insurance. How your kids were being, because of ailments, they were being kicked off. Crying. Then the ACA comes and save y'all butt. And you're still crying. Because why? A black guy gave it to you. And you didn't let these guys and put people in place who wants to tear it apart. Now, all of us are going to suffer and not have any coverage. Pre-existing conditions, they would love to be able to turn you back around for that. They would love to take that off the books. And the Republicans are going to do it for you. By telling you that the Democrats are the ones that are pro in health insurance companies, while they're doing everything they can to get the money back to the health insurance companies. We all believe in single payer system. We're trying to get these insurance companies out of it. But the Republicans don't want to do that. They want to sit around and say ACA, it's the ACA, it's the ACA. And we all know that it was terrible before then. It was terrible after then. And that was just a Band-Aid to try to help the situation and give more people access to health care. Everyone deserves health insurance. You know, I've seen this guy talk about Norway and Sweden and said, Norway and Sweden, they don't have black people. That's why they have health care. Proving that people in America are voting against health care because they don't want to see people of color get it access. They don't want to get them. They are rather, for real, cut off their nose despite their face because they don't want to see black people get health insurance. Oh, it's easy to do it in Norway. They're all white. I mean, I had people saying this on my comment section. Like, y'all for real. Y'all for real brought motherfuckers to America. Brought people here. And then don't want to give them health care? Because they're not the same race and color as you? Mm-hmm. Like, what are we doing? And then these are the same people who tell you that racism don't exist, get rid of DEI, all this crap that they love to scream. When all these things are going on, and what y'all do? Everything you can to make sure that we all don't get care. You don't want your neighbor to get care. You want them to die. You don't want immigrants to get care. You want them to die. These are the people that tell you they're pro-life. They're waving around pro-life flags.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that's against giving people health care. They tell you they're pro-life. They love life. They want it to begin no matter what. It doesn't matter your circumstance. If you're poor, you should have that baby. Then the baby born, oh, we're not giving you any aid. Sorry.
We can't
Pull yourself up. No, we're not helping you. We don't want people to ride around and be on aid and have beat headphones. That's these people. You have an iPhone and you're getting food. This is unfair. But this dude got 17 yachts and he's getting subsidies from the government and our tax money going to him. That's fine. But if a poor person gets a sandwich, oh my God. Oh my. I don't want them getting sandwiches. I want them to die. That's the type people we have. And they call themselves religious too. That's the crazy part. Trump is the president. Yeah. Every day we have to hear from this dude. It's crazy y'all keep saying he lives rent-free. He is the president, you idiots. Fuck y'all slow. Fact checkers across multiple outlets ranked his statements as false, misleading, or exaggerated, especially all of his shit on the economy when he had this national, when he addressed the nation the other day. It's on you.
Yeah, I mean, claims about inflation falling rapidly, gas being under $2.50 nationwide, record-breaking investment totals, none of it held under scrutiny?
We all know that shit was a lie.
A big-ass lie.
All he does is lie, but his people believe it. That's the crazy part. They believe this shit. They believe whatever this dude says. Whatever he says, they believe it. I mean, these people, they won't do a fact check for nothing. We all got computers in our hands. We got Google. We got ChatGPT. We got everything. And these motherfuckers won't check nothing. Well, Trump said it. I don't have to check it. He's Jesus. President. And he doesn't say anything. Gas $2.60 in New Jersey. Okay, man. Whatever. Some outlets categorize several claims among the worst falsehoods of the year, the biggest lies of the year.
And that matters because this wasn't a rally he was at. This was a national address where facts are supposed to matter the most. But not with this guy.
I mean, the crazy part is that a president thinks that he has to have rallies while he is the president. I mean, isn't that weird? That is
crazy.
It's so weird. Who does that? What president ever has done that? But he thinks, oh, let me get my people riled up. He's not a president for everyone. He's just for his people. And just it's crazy.
For the MAGA people.
Just for the MAGAs. Just for the insane.
For the racists.
Oh, my goodness. It's terrible. His viewers, they get spin. They get selective math and claims contradicted by official data. None of it is true. None of it is factual. All of it is lies. All he do is lie. And you guys just suck it up. Suck it up, man. Mm-hmm. This dude is the biggest liar ever. All of this mess that he's causing with the immigration, he still has sent home less people than Biden did in his last year. All this mess, all these commercials, sending people to Venezuela, sending people to El Salvador, doing all this shit that he's doing, he still hasn't hit the marks that Biden did. Hasn't hit nowhere near the marks that Obama was doing when he was sending immigrants home. He is able to do all this, make all this mess, this chaos, and his numbers are still worse than the last president who didn't have to do any of that. He didn't have to run commercials. He didn't have Kristi Noem standing in front of helicopters. You're going to get deported. Just leave. He didn't have to do all that and got better outcomes. Why? This administration is incompetent. They're idiots. Very much so. They can't do anything without making a mess of it first. They shit on it and then try to put potpourri all over it. It still smells like shitty potpourri. But this is what they do. This is what they do. Go ahead.
But let's go ahead and talk about Trump's foreign policy, because the same pattern shows up there too.
Yeah, man.
His want and need, his thirst for Venezuelan oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Trump is really escalating his U.S. involvement in this Venezuela. And this time he's not even hiding the motive, saying it out loud that he's seizing oil and he wants their oil.
Yep. And after seizing a Venezuelan oil tanker and ordering a blockade of sanctioned oil shipments, Trump publicly framed the conflict around oil and resources. Not surprised?
Oil and resources. Yeah, man. You know, as he starts all these wars, I wish that it was a condition in the U.S. Congress Constitution that all the people that voted for this bullshit has to be the first people on to step on the land for his war. For real, dog. They wanted this guy so bad. They just lied and lied, telling us how great it was going to be when Trump got in there. Mm-hmm. And it's horrid.
Right. His policy is FAFO.
That's all. That's all. Their whole life is just to piss. They hate other people so much. That's their whole existence is pissing other people off and hoping that other people suffer.
Yep.
That's them. But Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserve in the world, man. And Trump has openly suggested the U.S. is entitled to reclaim those assets. He wants it for him. And that's what he's going after.
That's not counter narcotics. That's resource-driven escalation. He wants their natural resources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And critics warn this amounts to economic warfare. It risks regional instability, like always. Mm-hmm. Like always. When these people, these colonizers, go into other countries and try to take over their country and uses their power and their economic abilities to take out this country, that country that they're going to always suffer. Do you understand the things that we've done in Iraq in the past and Iran to invoke instability in those places by pushing out the leaders that they want and put in the people that we want? Every time those things happen, this makes those places more unstable. And then you guys sit around and laugh and talk about how poor they are and how fucked up their countries are and how pieces of shit they are, when the people who are in charge, like America and the Europeans, steal all their resources, take all their shit, and then laugh at them. Now that's what they're gonna do now. They're gonna take their money in Venezuela, take all their resources, and then wonder why they are poor and why they can't figure out what's going on with their country as they use their power to steal from them. That's the type of shit that we're dealing with. And then sit there and say, oh, look at their country. It's a piece of shit.
Yep.
Stop stealing from them. Stop taking their shit. Then you just took a whole tanker from a country that's struggling, right? Why you gonna take their tanker? Why are you killing their people?
Right.
Dumb. Instability is coming in the country. It's already a place that's having issues because Maduro is a bad leader and an authoritarian in the first place. They're bypassing meaningful congressional authorization to even do what they're doing and killing these people. Mm-hmm.
And even the foreign governments have warned the U.S. is heading toward a dangerous confrontation, all while Americans were told that it's just about security.
I'm gonna tell y'all, and we all know, we've all heard this a million times. Venezuela is not the place where fentanyl comes from. He's lying to y'all. We all know this. Fentanyl is not coming from Venezuela. We have heard this a million times. Venezuela is not the place. It's not the place. Yes, we're reading the fucking comments. We don't care. We don't care if it's a whole bunch of Trumpers in here. So, you think that's going to change my mind and start agreeing with these idiots because my comment section? Well, you got me fucked up. That's all these motherfuckers do, is go through people's comment sections saying a whole bunch of bullshit fighting for Trump. Fuck. I would never agree with them. Ever. I don't give a fuck if it's a million comments from them. Fuck out of here. Trump has several boys. He loves authoritarians, man. He loves them.
He does.
He loves those. He loves those guys. He loves them. That's the thing. He really loves them, and it proves that you show the people he shows love for, proves what he type person he wants to be. He wants to be one of them.
Vladimir Putin the most.
Yeah, he loves Putin. That's his boy, and the right, they love Putin. You know, they all always hollered that the Democrats are communists, but you motherfuckers in bed with communists. Y'all straight up love Putin. They were asking these people, who would you vote for, Putin or Kamala? They all pick Putin. They don't care about America. They don't care about none of that shit. They'll go straight communist as long as it's a strong white guy. And he's strong. Look at him, how strong he looks on that horse. They weird, bro. They will straight up go communist. And then they'll the Democrats are commies. But you would vote for one. You straight up a pro-Putin. And y'all been that way since Obama. Like it's been a while. Y'all been pro-Putin for a while. Y'all love Russia. Y'all some weird motherfuckers, man. Weird as fuck. But put all this together and the pattern is clear. The Republicans have lost their goddamn
right. Right. The pattern is clear. At home, court rejects power grabs. In public, fact checkers dismantle falsehoods. Abroad, Trump escalates conflict while admitting that it's all about the oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's definitely about the oil.
Is not about the drug trafficking.
Nah.
It's about the oil.
I mean, for the people that believe that it's drugs, man, y'all are special, bro. Y'all are special that y'all really believe that these people are being blown up, taking drugs to this island, and they riding with 50 gallons of gas so they can make it to America. Again, none of the fentanyl comes from there. He could have said cocaine and it would have been better, but he said fentanyl. And that's just, and then in our face, he's going to say fentanyl is a WMD. Like they're laughing at us.
Right.
Because they're using the same playbook that George Bush used to go to Iraq. And they're openly doing it. Oh, it's a WMD. Weapons of mass destruction, and we're going to find them. This is what they're doing. It's hilarious. I mean, they're straight up playing with us. For real. Like, they're for real playing games. He called fentanyl WMDs, and he knows there's no fentanyl there. So he know we're not going to find any WMDs. The same shit that they pulled last time with Iraq. Yeah, you're right. You're right, bro. It's always been about oil and power. They try to play it off like it isn't. It was this the last time. And what they say 10, 15 years, oh, George Bush shouldn't have done that. But when it was going on, all these motherfuckers was pro-Bush. And you couldn't tell them nothing to get off of it. Nothing. All Republicans were, yeah, go to Iraq. Yeah, let's go. They all was pro. I remember arguing with so many people back then, like, dang, dog, don't you think this is kind of funny? Why are we going to Iraq? This is dumb, right? No, we're going to Iraq. Yeah. 15 years. Yeah, we shouldn't have did that. We shouldn't have went to Iraq. That was a bad move. And they're going to do the same thing about this. But right now, they're so gung-ho. They will follow this dude off of a bridge to their death. They don't care. As long as it's handed it to the libs, they don't care. That's all they're about. Yep. Now, we got different arenas, same strategy. Same strategy, man. Push limits, ignore oversight, ignore Congress, attack institutions, and dare anyone to stop it. That's what we're dealing with today.
And this week, the courts did it, the facts did it, and the law did it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
They ain't going for that shit.
No.
That's why he lost.
So, I don't understand what we're dealing with here, man, but this is what happens, man. Skip over that a little bit. We have to figure out what's going on in this world. That's not it. So, and we're doing a bad job of holding this guy accountable. A very bad job. Mm-hmm. President Trump is just doing whatever the hell he feel like it, man. And that's why the midterms are so important. This is, everybody say this is the most important election, and we let this guy get into office last time, and luckily we didn't let him win, because how many people would have died over COVID? I mean, right now we're seeing a lot of whooping cough, measles, all these things are coming back because now all these people don't believe in vaccinations anymore. All these people been vaccinated for all these years. Now they get online and start scrolling on their phones, and all of a sudden no one believes in vaccination. You're all vaccinated. All of them were vaccinated. Their parents went and got them vaccinated. Now all of a sudden they read some shit online and they don't believe in vaccinations, and now we got measles and mumps and whooping cough and babies dying. They're okay to sacrifice their baby's fucking life for they can prove a point that they're against fucking any vaccinations. I didn't like that they were making me take a vaccination. Motherfuckers trying to compare Biden making people get vaccinations for we can stop the flow of a pandemic to the way Trump is treating immigrants. They said it was the same thing. These people want to be victims so bad. They get on my nerves. But anyway, let's go into some of these clips that we got going for this week, man. And it's crazy, some of the things that we've seen Trump and some of the things that's been going on this week, man. It's just disgusting stuff. Another week in America. Another week we got to deal with bullshit from this administration. Now, when Bush was in office, man, I did not agree with a lot of things he did, but it never felt like this. It never felt like we had a person in office who was against the everyday people. Now, he made mistakes in Katrina. He made mistakes with different things, but I never felt that the president was after me, after people that look like me. Peter Hegseth is a glorified frat bat who doesn't know what the hell he's doing or saying. None of the true warriors, heroes, and elite officers in the military respect that. I have to agree 100%. 100%. Pete Hegseth is a horrible leader, horrible person. To see him protecting the Confederate traitors, saying that all of the people want the Confederate names back on the buildings. It's just nasty. Nasty stuff, man. Mm-hmm. This dude trying to put these Confederates back in the buildings, take down the black people. Like, dog, if you can do this, it's just disgusting what this dude is doing. It's going around pushing fucking racism everywhere. I don't care if you're a veteran. If you are pro putting those Confederates You're not a real American. You're a hater. And your tax-free 1776 tax-free dollars was for room and board. It wasn't even for that. But
Right.
celebrate. Have a good time. He took money from a project to get housing to hand to you. You feel so great, don't you? Got of here. So we're going to some of these clips, man. That's been going on for the week, like I was saying. We're gonna let the clip speak and then break down what they actually mean and talk about that. But go ahead.
For sure, because when you line up some of these moments, the pattern becomes undeniable.
It definitely
Let's
does.
go ahead and start with this first clip here of James Taralco. The only minority destroying this country is the billionaires, is what he's claiming.
That's real.
So let's go ahead and run that clip.
Well, I think it's interesting. I've been in this race for 5 days, and I've had a lot of interviews with national media. No one's ever asked me about the cost of housing. No one's asked me about the cost of prescription drugs. No one's asked me about the cost of childcare. The only thing the media wants to ask me about are trans athletes. And so what I would say is that the only minority destroying this country is the billionaires. Trans people are 1% of the population. Undocumented people are 1% of the population. Muslims are 1% of the population. We are all focused on the wrong 1%. Trans people aren't taking away our health care. Undocumented people aren't defunding our schools. Muslims aren't cutting taxes for themselves and their rich friends. It's the billionaires and their puppet politicians. And so we need not only the media, but all of us to focus on the real problem at hand.
That's real.
That's real. He said 5 days, and all he's been asked about is trans athletes.
Because that's what they care about on the Republican side. That's the type of things that matters to them. All of the issues that we are facing with affordability, all the issues that we are facing in this country with rent, food, all of the issues we're facing. Well, trans people exist. We don't like that. We don't like that there's people that are born with different chromosomes and different estrogen and testosterone levels.
Right.
These people don't even think about the science and none of this shit. They just talking. They think everything is just black and white. Like there aren't women born with high testosterone levels. But they were born with a vagina, but their testosterone is high.
Or like there aren't individuals who are born hermaphrodites.
With both. These people
born,
they don't
born
care.
with both genitals.
They don't give a fuck, man. They don't care. They just want to down someone because they don't like anyone. That's all it's about with them.
They have equal hate for everybody.
They hate everyone. So the only minority destroying this country is billionaires, the man said. Billionaires. And we sitting here and watching these people get the most money that the top 1% has ever had in the history of this country. And you guys are fighting to give them more. We gave them another tax break. The whole reason that we're in the debt that we are in is because of their fucking tax breaks that Bush gave them in the first place. Remember when we had a surplus? Bush comes in, gives these fuckers a fucking tax break. Immediately we in the red. The tax breaks do not fucking work.
Yep.
We need to stop giving them tax breaks. What'll Trump do? Give them more tax breaks. They have enough money. They already have more money than the bottom 99%. Like, I don't understand. And then people, oh, you're dumb. Yeah, okay. So what do you want them to have? All the money? 3 people? Have everything? That's what y'all fucking want? Man, I swear to God, man, we are losing. Since the 70s, since Nixon started putting in his fucking rules of trying to give the money back to the motherfucking rich, we have lost the middle class. The middle class power is just dwindling. I don't understand why you people don't get it, why y'all sit around fighting over stupid shit. We're getting robbed. It's dumb. All this shit, man, that we're going through. Go ahead.
Yep. Because while politicians want us fighting cultural wars, the real damage is being done by unchecked wealth, regulatory pressure, and corporate power.
And
All of the wealth in America, it boils down to probably about 10 individuals.
all these people getting all this goddamn money. And we're just going hand over foot to give them four. All this shit ties directly into Trump's strategy. Blame immigrants, blame protesters, blame black people, blame anyone but the people that's actually hoarding all the fucking money and the power. We're sitting around talking about fucking trans people and black people on aid. These are the things that y'all care about.
They would rather be okay with paying higher taxes so the rich could have lower taxes and pay less in taxes every year.
It's fucking ridiculous.
They would rather pay more so they could pay less.
Mm-hmm. Now let's go ahead and go to this next clip. We got JetBlue flight narrowly avoids mid-air collision after military jet ordered by Trump nearly causes catastrophe near Venezuela. Let's go ahead and run this video on this guy on this mid-air collision.
There's new audio in this morning after a crazy near mid-air collision. A JetBlue flight leaving the small Caribbean nation of Curacao en route to New York had to abruptly stop its ascent to avoid colliding with a U.S. Air Force plane. The JetBlue pilot spoke to air traffic control basically as this played out. Just listen to this.
We almost had a mid-air collision up here. Traffic passed directly in front of us within 5 miles of us, maybe 2-3 miles, but it was an air-to-air refueler from the United States Air Force. They don't have their transponder turned on. It's outrageous. We had to stop our climb and actually descend to avoid hitting them.
The flight was near, that JetBlue plane was near Venezuela at the time, which is notable because the incident comes as the U.S. military has stepped up its campaign and presence there amid President Trump's anti-drug trafficking campaign in the Caribbean, and also the attempts to continue to increase pressure on Venezuela's government. JetBlue now says they've reported the incident to federal authorities. Joining me right now is CNN transportation analyst Mary Schiavo. Mary, that audio, that back and forth with air traffic control is quite something. What do you make of this?
Well, it was a near collision, and fortunately the pilots were doing what you're supposed to do, look out the window at all time to see and avoid, even if you're traversing the skies on instrument flight rules, as commercial passenger jets always are. But what this says to me is this rather lukewarm warning that the Federal Aviation Administration put out a couple weeks ago saying avoid Venezuelan airspace is not nearly detailed enough, does not give pilots and airlines enough information. And this situation is really a disaster waiting to happen, because it's also coming out that there might be another one with a smaller plane that might have also happened at or near the same time. So much more guidance is needed, because there have been many mid-airs in the past with military planes.
From that audio, you hear the pilot say that the Air Force.
That's just terrifying.
Yeah. And then we've watched how many planes fall out the sky since the motherfucking Trump administration have taken over.
One just crashed in North Carolina.
Dog, it has been time after time. The one that was in Washington, D.C. was deemed the government's fault. What is going on? I guess putting a person from MTV in charge was not a good idea. I mean, this is what are we doing? These people are incompetent. How many people's lives have to fucking be taken because these people don't know what the fuck they're doing? I mean, what the fuck are they doing? They're like, what's going on? They got their transponders off. We can't get in touch with them. I just don't get it, man. These people are, people's lives are, the planes are just falling out the air everywhere. I mean, how many people got to die because of these people don't know what the fuck they doing? Dog, I don't get it, man. Most people today are scared to fly anywhere. Because what is going on with
Washington was a DEI female pilot.
Yeah, try to blame whatever you want. It's always someone else's fault. It's never fucking Trump's. It's never the people that he put in charge fault. It's just DEI. It was a black person. The person was trans. Like, man, y'all, dude, do you ever get enough? This guy is in charge, man.
Mm-hmm.
And what is going, I ain't never been seeing this much happen when it comes to aviation. What the fuck is going on? They obviously do not know how to run this shit, man. They obviously don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, dude, we can't go a week without an airplane falling out the sky today. Now, these people, they running, they about to kill a whole bunch of civilians. Again. This is terrible, man. They defunded the FAA and fired all those DEI air traffic controllers. Yeah, man. Dude, this is the worst shit ever. Something is going on. We need to look into what's going on. If he's saying that they fired all these people. If this what the fuck is happening, this is terrible. Now, we know since Reagan came in and fucked up the fucking union of the FAA and fired everybody because they were in the union, that we've always had issues with the FAA and getting these people to work in this place for years. He comes in and makes it even worse. Like, how many people got to die in planes for us to realize that something is fucking wrong? Air traffic controllers, man, they obviously are overworked and underpaid. I mean, dog, how many planes, how many incidents do we have to see? And this lady saying that there's other incidents that we're not even reporting on.
Right.
This shit is sad, man.
Very sad and terrifying is what it is.
Definitely. It definitely is. 200 civilians almost killed. Not in a war zone, but because of reckless military escalation tied to Trump's Venezuela actions. All bullshit.
All bullshit. And remember, this escalation happens while Trump admits that the conflict is in fact about oil, not safety.
Nowhere near about safety. Don't give a fuck about no one.
Not security, not safety, not homeland security. Oil.
So let's go into this next video with Pete Hegseth. Of course, we're not going to release the footage Pete Hegseth had regarding the September 2nd boat strike. He will not release this footage. It's going to take a judge to make them release it. Mm-hmm. So no transparency, no accountability again. And here is Hegseth saying that they will not be releasing the video that shows them killing innocent people hanging off of a boat.
Right.
Also going to tomorrow allow the HASC and SASC to see the unedited video of the September 2nd, alongside with Admiral Bradley, who has done a fantastic job, has made all the right calls, and we're glad he'll be there to do it. But in keeping with long-standing Department of War policy, Department of Defense policy, of course we're not going to release a top-secret, full unedited video of that to the general public. HASC and SASC and appropriate committees will see it, but not the general public.
Yeah, man, and the reason you don't want that to come out into the public because you know that you did something wrong,
illegal.
You know you did something illegal, and the reason why the public is asking to view this video because we all know you did something illegal.
Right.
We're not just trying to view the video just for fucking kicks.
Exactly.
People are trying to see it because we're trying to hold you accountable for the bullshit that you're doing.
Right.
Now you're not going to release the video.
Right. So when the officials refuse to release this footage, that should tell you everything you need to know.
That's it. You know that they're doing something wrong.
Right. The party that ran on transparency has no transparency.
Get the fuck out of here.
Has no accountability.
None. And like I said from the beginning, they could have been and shown us that this is fentanyl by picking up one of these boats and showing us that it's fucking fentanyl. Right. But they won't do that. They will not prove it.
They could do what the DEA do all the time.
And all this fucking time.
The photo ops that they be doing.
It's easily proven. If this was fucking justified and their actions were justified, they'll show it. They would show us what happened. But the reason why they're trying to cover it up is because they know they killed some people they wasn't fucking supposed to. And it's going to come out. We don't give a fuck if we gotta wait until fucking midterms and we get the new people in there and get these bitch maids out of there. It's gonna happen.
So let's go ahead into this next clip of
I don't know if I have this.
Jasmine Crockett.
Do I have it? I don't think. Do I? No.
Oh, we didn't get that one this week?
No, I forgot. My bad.
All right. Well, in the video, she was saying that they're acting like they're scared. Republicans are scared.
They're scared of her coming into the Senate race.
Yeah, they're scared of her coming into the Senate race. They don't want her to be in because they think she's going to divide the vote, is what they're saying. But they're just scared that they're going to lose.
I mean, she also represents something dangerous to the establishment, someone who isn't playing by the same tired-ass rules that the Republicans want to play by.
Right. And Texas politics thrives on that repetition where she threatens disruption to their economy.
I mean, it's all good. But next, I want to go into this clip with Erica Kirk, man. And her town hall response. I think she's talking about Candace Owens here. But this is an important distinction, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a very important distinction because forgiveness does not cancel out any of the accountability. So I believe we have this video of Erica. We can go ahead and play that.
Is there a difference, Erica, between forgiving someone in a religious and spiritual sense, but also wanting justice for them here on earth?
No, of course. But we serve a just God. And I rest easy in knowing that.
She's so scary.
He's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
It's a lot of makeup she got on, too.
Whew. Yeah, she's freaky, man. She's a scary lady, man.
I mean, she could honestly probably play Chucky's bride.
I don't know, man. I just know she's scary, man. She's scary. She's intense.
Thanks for the new sub.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you. But yeah, man, I she's intense, man. She's a freaky lady. And it's been a fight with her, and she's going after why can't I think of her name? I just said her name. I can't think of her name right now. But she's been saying a lot of things about her husband.
Candace Owens.
Candace, there you go. Candace Owens. I couldn't think of her name. My bad. Candace Owens has been saying a lot of things about conspiracies about how that the Jews have killed her husband and all these crazy conspiracies, and she's been trying to fight against her. But we have to give her respect for saying that she forgives the killer, because a lot of people couldn't do that, and I don't know if I could do that. But but it's definitely something that we give her respect for. But a lot of people are looking at her with side eyes because they're not really sure what she's doing. A lot of her actions are being questioned. And, I'm not going to question her answer. I don't know her like that, so I'm not going to even do that. That's not my thing. But a lot of people are doing that. But I just wanted to talk about, the forgiveness. And I thought that took a lot of strength. And I think that it's supposed to be something. Death used to be something that would bring us together. And today, that isn't happening, man. We got people, it doesn't matter what is said and how we disagree. It used to be a situation where we would at least respect what happens to each other. But when we have our leader showing everyone that those days are over, he doesn't care who dies, man. He shits on them. Now, I didn't agree with all the people who were applauding and happy that Charlie Kirk was killed. I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with dude, but I didn't think that should happen to him. But the other side doesn't care when we die. They care when they die, and they don't want people to say anything about their people. But they're the ones that's making viral videos of people holding Skittle bags and they're dead on the ground. People with their knees on someone's neck.
Yep.
These are the people that do this stuff, but they want respect. Their leader shits on the guy who just was killed by his fucking son.
Mm-hmm.
Shits on his son, on his wife, and him. And you guys make excuses for this type shit. Erica Kirk, nobody want to disrespect this girl, man, because she's going through a hard thing. But when it comes to the left, we have the president shitting on people openly. And his followers okaying it, clapping, saying it's fine.
They're okay with it.
It's good. I can't be with you people, man. Faith isn't a shield for wrongdoing. Justice still matters on this fucking planet, I think.
It should.
So we're gonna get into this next clip. Fascist rhetoric and scapegoating. Go ahead and play the clip. I don't know which one it was. I don't even know. No, don't even worry about it. I don't think we got it. I think I skipped it.
Skipped a few today.
Yeah, who knows what's going on. What else we got? The Trump plaques. Let's play that.
So these new plaques have just been added to the so-called Presidential Walk of Fame. They almost read, some of them, like Truth Social posts, including the ones under President Obama's that says he was one of the most divisive political figures in American history. Under President Biden's, it describes him as Sleepy Joe Biden and also says that he was the worst U.S. president in history. There are some that are nicer, including under Ronald Reagan's, for example, where President Trump says at the end that he was a fan of Trump's long before he ran for president. The White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, says the president actually hand wrote some of these plaques himself.
Dog. This dude. He wrote plaques and hung them up of what he thought of the people that served this country before him. Make sure that he shits on Biden and Obama. I remember, like I said earlier, man, when Obama came into office, him and Bush got along. People used to be able to get along, man.
You know, Trump would be mad if somebody did something like that to his.
Dude, no one's gonna be that fucking ignorant to do that to his fucking photo.
Very childish.
No one's gonna be fucking ignorant enough to do that. I mean, this dude is a fucking special case, bro. He's a 5-year-old. That's the fucking president. Oh, I didn't like this guy. He was Sleepy Joe. This dude been sleeping 18 fucking meetings.
In every meeting that you see him in, they got him
sleep. He sleep. This the dude, this the guy that y'all trying to put over somebody. This dude is a piece of shit, man. I'm going to write on here that I don't like these people and put my opinion of them on there.
Right. He has to insert himself into everything.
Fuck out of here, man. We don't care about your opinion on them. We like them better than you. We like George Bush better than you. You are the worst. You have the worst ratings. You are rated the worst. Why you always trying to call Biden the worst? He's ranked way higher than you on the president scale. Way higher. Because he had actual problems that he had to solve, you know, with COVID and the things that were going on that you guys fucking act like didn't happen. But that's not the way real life fucking works. But anyway, let's go into this next clip. Trump pressure. I think that's it. That one. Yeah, run that shit.
You do it to uncover fraud. You could say for transparency and to uncover fraud. Possible fraud. So who's going to stop you for that? You know, it's like a federal judge. Possibly. Yeah, you know.
Look at that. Trump trying to steal the election. Trump committing crimes. Trump trying to tell Georgia to get votes. More video, more audio, more proof that this guy was a piece of shit, and y'all will ignore it. Y'all don't care what he did. It doesn't matter. As long as he puts illegals out and kills DEI, he can commit all the crimes he wants. That's fine. Like, these are the type people we're dealing with, man. They don't care. This dude tried to steal the election and still won. Y'all still voted for this dude. Y'all are the worst, man.
It's horrible.
It's the worst. I cannot believe that this dude did this, man. Now, this last clip, Senator Ron Johnson is talking about healthcare. And I want you to listen to this guy, because as you guys sit around and think that the Democrats are the ones that's trying to work for the lobbyists and it's the Republicans who are pro people, listen to what this guy says as he destroys our healthcare. It says Obamacare down at the bottom.
Right there. But Democrats have been very successful in making it seem like the other rising costs in healthcare are due to the expiring of these enhanced subsidies. Obamacare has caused this consolidation. The solution, Chris, is consumerism. Free market competition. In the rest of our economy, it guarantees the lowest possible cost, the best quality, best level of customer service. Gee, wouldn't that be nice for healthcare? We've driven consumerism and the benefits of free market competition out of healthcare. We need to reinsert it.
Look at that. You hear that? They need to reinsert the good old capitalism in healthcare. Put that back in healthcare. Capitalism. That's what they want. But y'all sit around trying to tell us that the Republicans care. He's sitting around, it was Obamacare that made the prices go up. Man, whatever, man. We understand how it works. The more people that have health insurance, the lower the policies. You're right, Dark Omen. For real. Based on a Republican plan. Mitt Romney's plan from Massachusetts. They loved it when he put it in. It was great. Great. It was an awesome plan. As soon as Obama was like, you know what? I think that will work nationally. We try to get more people to have health care insurance. Then maybe we can get the prices to be lowered. Maybe we can do something to get more people covered by saying that people of the 25 can be on your parents' care. That people with pre-existing conditions cannot be turned down. They also wanted to expand Medicaid, but many of the Republican states, they blocked that. They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to help. They wanted to make sure that people didn't get access to health care. They just wanted to be pure capitalism when it comes to health care. That's what they want your health care to be about, dollars and cents. Making sure the stockholders are happy. Healthcare shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't be based in capitalism. There are certain things that should not be something that you should capitalize on. And your health is one of them. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Call me what you want to. Call me a commie and y'all the ones that's pro-Russia. Y'all pro-Russia and you love calling other people commies. Y'all the most confused group of people I've ever seen in my life. Polled Trump voters and they would vote for Putin over Kamala. Because you're racist, number one, and number two, because y'all are commies. Y'all love the communistic party. Obviously, you want to be pro-Russia. But anyway, man, our healthcare system is going to get worse. A lot of people are going to see skyrocketing premiums.
My premium almost doubled.
This is what y'all asked for, right?
Health, employer-based in coverage, damn near doubled.
This is what y'all want, right? This is the shit y'all want. So we're sitting here, everybody's going to fucking suffer. That's good. Y'all love them. I hope you're willing to pay triple for your fucking insurance for them. Dumb, man. Dumb as fuck, dude. You people vote for the dumbest shit. We need this insurance. People need health insurance. Everyone is going to suffer. It doesn't matter what color you are. You're trying to make sure that I don't want any immigrants to get, no immigrants should get health care. They should die. Thank you. That's Bits We appreciate you. People should die because they're immigrants? All over the world, man, if we get hurt in other countries, and we get hurt in Britain, Spain, France, we would get looked at, get fixed, and it would cost us more to go other places in the world to get fixed up at the hospital than it does in our home. Y'all okay with that? And then they argue, well, our system is better. They have to wait in their system. We have to wait too. We have serious weight issues.
Yep.
And the only people that get through those weight issues are the rich. The poor die waiting. Like, dog, we have to do better, man. We need everyone to be covered. Everyone should have health care. This should be a right. Why are we still fighting about this? I don't understand. We all know it's not going to be free. It's going to be tax paid, but we're already paying Medicaid, Medicare. Then we're paying, if you're working for a company, you're also paying for your insurance. We're getting taxed 3 times already. Then we go to the hospital. We got to pay again. Like, I don't understand how y'all don't see that this system is disgusting and it's not working for us. It's not working. We need a new system. Now, as these subsidies expire, we already seen our premiums skyrocket. Most people have seen that. Our premiums has skyrocketed. She has to pay double on hers. This is not the way. And all you people have been clapping and you're happy to see it that we can't afford insurance. But the less people on the roads, the more the prices are going to go up. The happier the insurance companies are, because they don't want to insure these people anyway. They want to use pre-existing conditions to turn people down and tell people, no, we can't give you any help. Die, because we might lose some money. And we're okay with that. That's what we're into. And what, girl, I'm going to keep ignoring you because you're retarded. Straight up. What the hell are you talking about? We got people, man, dying. And y'all talking about I'm lying. What are you talking about? We have less people with health care, less people with health insurance. That's not good, right? Nobody believes what I'm saying. Whatever, girl. Go somewhere. You're stupid. Anyway, the greatest weapon the Democratic Party has is ignorant, buck dancing Uncle Tom. Boy, y'all so fucking stupid and racist, man. Y'all got, man. Yeah, we could cut the military budget. I agree, man. Ask the Somalians. Let's ask Brett Favre, who stole money from poor people in Mississippi. Let's ask him. Why y'all keep bringing it up? Let's talk about Brett Favre and all the money all the white people in Mississippi was stealing from aid. Like, y'all love to pick and choose what shit y'all like to bring up. It's so disgusting, man. Fuck, y'all disgusting as fuck. America could have changed that or whatever. What are you saying? KGB agent Krasnov is Donald Trump since 19. I guess. Maybe. If you need a mod, I volunteer. A moderator, yeah, we'll hit you up. We definitely will think about it. Send us your email. Less people covered means higher insurance. Exactly. These people, I don't understand why they don't get it.
They don't see that correlation.
Right. They just think this shit's a game that people are just playing. No, you're not lying. You're misinformed or outright retarded. I'm sure you think what you're saying holds any merit of truth. So me saying that less people have health insurance, the worse it is for us, is a lie. What am I lying? Please, tell me what I'm lying about. Now he's lying. What am I lying about? Our system is the most expensive in the world. People are going broke daily. They're losing their homes. I don't give a fuck what side it is. Y'all can point all. The Democrats said, let's not take the subsidies away. Trump and the Republicans wanted to take them away. The subsidies are raising the prices on our fucking health insurance. What else do you need? I don't understand. Like, the situation is terrible for anyone who's trying to get care. Oh my God, your gas is low. Is that what you guys went and voted for, to have low gas? That's all you care about? Because we know everything else is up because of tariffs. Gas is down a few cents in your fucking town. Oh my God. Fuck, y'all get on my nerves. If gas was down under fucking Joe Biden, y'all wouldn't give a fuck. So why are you trying to act like this all that mattered is fucking gas? Like, y'all, man, and the average of gas is the same it was as the beginning of the year. It is not down. The only price that we can say for sure is down is the price of eggs because of the loosening of the bird flu. That was horrible under Joe Biden. The bird flu has been loosening up. They have been able to get more eggs out. More birds are surviving. So the egg prices are starting to go down. Nothing that fucking Trump did. What did he do? Please name the policy that he put in place that made eggs cheaper. Just tell me. What the fuck did he do? Nothing. That's what he did. The price of eggs are going down because of the fucking bird flu is going away. The fucking problem that was under fucking Biden, the reason why it was high. Now, when it comes to beef, it's expensive as hell right now. All of our products, toys, everything is fucking expensive. Everything is up because of fucking tariffs. Mm-hmm. Oh, but gas is cheaper. Fucking idiots. Swear to God, man. Everything is more expensive, dog. Christmas is more expensive. You're trying to buy fucking toys. They got tariffs on them. Everything got tariffs on them. And they sitting around talking about, well, gas is cheaper where I'm from. Shut your ass up. Goodness. You know, they ignored the bird flu. Mm-hmm. They ignored that we had a pandemic, and that's the reason why we had interest rates and inflation at the places at the levels it was. Mm-hmm. Now we have none of those things. We just have a dumbass president coming in, putting in tariffs because he wants to. Yep. Everything was expensive under Biden. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. But it came down. And things were cheaper under Biden his last year than it is this year. That's the problem. Things are more expensive today than they were when he left. Mm-hmm. Y'all were so pissed when Biden was in office. Oh my God, everything's so high. Everybody's saying, hey, we're in the middle of a pandemic. It's going to take a couple years for shit to get back to normal because of this pandemic. No, the pandemic doesn't matter. It's just Joe Biden's policies. He's the one that's doing this. Oh, okay. All right. We're not in the flu. We don't have a fucking pandemic. You're right. It was just Joe Biden. He just felt like making everything expensive. But then we get a president who comes in and for real puts in tariffs on everything. Yep. And then says it's not his fault. Now, I can't think of a policy that Biden put in that made things more expensive, but I can think of one that Trump did. And everybody is saying that this is inflationary. Tariffs are inflationary. Throughout history. Stoop called it. We all know the history. We know the history on fucking with this. This is a shit that caused us to go into a depression. Fucking tariffs. We know the history, man. And the history is all bad. And we're going to sit here and act like it doesn't exist because this dude liked tariffs? What did Reagan say about tariffs?
They harm the economy.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. Every Republican has been against this shit except this idiot. You don't hurt American companies to put money in your pocket. You don't hurt free trade to put money in your pocket. And that's exactly what this guy is doing. Mm-hmm. It definitely did. I don't know if it was a pandemic, but I definitely know that it started under Trump, and we start seeing high prices under Trump.
Yep.
We start seeing horrible when it came to the supply chain. We couldn't get toilet paper, all under Trump. You know, they always, they have selective memory, man. They remember what they fucking want to. Remember all the people that was dying and everything that we was going on. They just act like it was a fucking game, and the president just wanted you to put a mask on. And all the mask stuff came out before Biden was even the fucking president.
Yep, it sure did.
All the mandates were put in before he was even president, because they were letting the FDA run the shit like they supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
They were letting the doctors call the things. And then what happened? Trump and them start, we don't want to listen to Fauci. They start putting out information saying Fauci don't know what the fuck he talking about. Then we seen these people online, I don't want to listen to him. That shit was under Trump. And it just got worse as Biden got into office. Because now it's, he's making us do this, something that was already put in place. People had already been sitting at home. All those things had already happened.
Yep.
But let's blame Biden for every fucking thing, because that's all these people do is blame. They never take any responsibility for anything. Everything was Fauci's and the Chinese people and all this other bullshit y'all was saying back then. Man, I got many boosters and I got my motherfucking shots. I believe in vaccines. Vaccinations have been keeping diseases like polio and every other thing away from Americans for fucking decades. And I'm not with you idiots who fucking don't believe in vaccinations or science or doctors. I'm not with y'all at all. I can't believe that I even have to fucking talk to people that don't believe in vaccinations. The shit is ridiculous. Trump sucks. Yeah, I got them all. I did.
Imagine?
Ha. It's so funny that you guys don't believe in vaccinations.
Right.
You're so smart. You don't believe in science. The smartest people ever. You believe in people online telling you what to believe. You're so smart. Dude, they really think they smart, man. Vaccine. It's so stupid, dog. Vaccinations have been around for hundreds of years. And for you people to think that since y'all done said some shit online, it's going to make vaccinations not be good, y'all is dumb as fuck. And they think they smart, laughing at people. Y'all are the idiots. Did you know that Trump got vaccinated? Dumbasses.
Right.
You know that?
The motherfucker that tells y'all don't go get vaccinated was the first one in line. Let me go get it.
All of them people who tell y'all not to get vaccinated, you dumbasses,
got vaccinated.
They got it fast. You idiots. That's the key, Airmen. Bro, get your dumb ass off of here. They gave the Tuskegee Airmen syphilis and didn't even take care of their syphilis. That means that all doctors throughout history are bad.
Right.
Boy, y'all gotta be the slowest people in the fucking history of the world. One thing goes wrong, that means that everything is bad. What about all the people that are saved every day? What about all the people that are saved every day by medicine?
Mm-hmm.
How many people are living today because people are making different decisions with medicine and finding new things?
How about the fact that none of us have polio?
Exactly.
I mean, don't y'all remember that we had a sitting president that had polio, and we got a vaccine for that.
Oof.
And none of us have polio now.
Yeah, man. These
vaccines don't work.
Yeah, man. Vaccines. If it wasn't for vaccinations, we'll still be dying at 35, 40 years old on average. Vaccinations is what got us to the life expectancy that we're getting to, which is going backwards because of you idiots think y'all know more than doctors. Now we're seeing people get measles, whooping cough, kids, little bitty fucking kids getting whooping cough
is coming
because
back.
they don't want to fucking give them the goddamn vaccine because y'all believe the people online more than science. Your parents got you vaccinated. Now you're going to let your kids suffer. Your parents made sure that you didn't get polio because polio was ravaging this country. Dude, hey man, y'all can laugh all you want. You are the dumbass. You are the person that's putting your kids at fucking at chance
It
of
was
getting
not
these disease.
made overnight.
Not me. The polio vaccine didn't work. Do we see people getting polio still, dog? Boy, I swear, y'all. Dude, I ain't got no time to argue with you motherfuckers. Don't get vaccinations. That's on you. We will see you later in the next life. Bye-bye. Peace out. Because that's what's going to happen. I'm not 100% down with Big Pharma and the doctors and everything that they say. Sometimes they do some wrong things. And they get sued, and we go and find the things that they've done wrong. There's people in there working. There's always going to be something that's wrong.
Right.
Because that's the way people are. They always
Exactly.
fucking up.
They say that the COVID vaccine was essentially created overnight. But what they don't understand is that COVID or SARS came out way before that.
Man.
Because if you look at things like your Lysol can, things like that, and you read the ingredients and
COVID been
read
on there.
what it essentially affects and what it helps, COVID was on that can. Now, they're saying that the vaccine is created overnight. Not true. That vaccine was in testing
They was already,
for 10 to 15 years
whatever,
before
man.
we even got the strain of COVID that we got, which created the pandemic. So they already knew that it existed. They'd been testing it for decades.
These people think they know more than science.
Now that the virus is here, here's the antidote for that. We've been working on that for 10 to 15 years now. Here you go.
I don't even care if they don't believe it. I straight up don't care. Y'all put y'all lives on in risk. That's on you, man. Do your thing. I don't care. You don't have to believe in science. Y'all the people that believe that the fucking earth is flat. Y'all the people that believe any fucking thing that you're told online. That's fine. I'm going to go off the proof. Vaccinations were working hundreds of years before we got to this point. They have been working forever. And I am never going to sit there and say that they're not working. Can the doctors and hospitals do better when it comes to serving the poor and serving the under privileged communities? Definitely. Definitely can. But I mean, this dumbass dude keep on approaching about the HIV vaccine, but people with HIV aren't dying at the rates they used to die. We got people with HIV who've lived 30, 40, 50 years because of medicine. Because of medicine. We see the proof. We don't need to hear it from you stupid fucks who think you know more than a doctor and dropped out of high school.
Who's never had any form of higher education ever.
Nothing. Don't know shit. But I'm supposed to listen to these motherfuckers. Can't even spell. I'm going to listen to you and not get a vaccine. You motherfuckers are stupid, man. I'm going to listen to the professionals. There's no way in the world I'm listening to some idiot online tell me that, don't get the shot. Like, you got to be dumb as fuck.
That's just like being in your field of work and you know that you're an expert in your field of work and someone who's an outsider who does not do what you do is telling you you're doing it wrong. You're wrong. Man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
But you're the expert.
How do you get immunity, bro? How slick Rick 412? How are you going to get immunity from a strain or a virus that you've never been introduced to? How do you think you people really think that immunity is something that just created out of fucking air? What is wrong with y'all? If your body is not introduced to those antibodies or those viruses, you will never get the ability to learn how to fight those off.
Yep.
That's why vaccinations work. Introducing some of that to your body to be able to give your body the chance to learn how to fight these things off. This is something that's been going on for a long time. This is history. People have been doing these things even in Africa in little small huts and shit. They were doing this shit to try to make sure that these diseases didn't spread. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, man. This is ancient medicine. Go do your thing, man. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You're the ones that's going to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, these people who didn't get their kids vaccinated, they're going to suffer. as they get whooping cough, and the flu is already killed. I don't know how many people so far this winter, and this winter ain't even started really yet.
I mean, kids who are unvaccinated tend to be more sickly than kids who are. If your child is a child that is not vaccinated, chances are your child's gonna get sick every single time a virus or bacteria goes around.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? You got to stay home from work. You got to lose pay because your child is at home sick. Because you did not get your child vaccinated.
That's on them. That's on them, man. I mean, I feel sorry for the kids. Hopefully they'll be able to fight this shit off, man. But dude, it's going to be tough for them, man. And you're not giving them any motherfucking ammunition. You're sending them out there bare bones. Like, just, there you go. Go fight off polio. Good luck. Hope you can fight it off. Hope you have the immunity. Well, you had the chance to get them the immunity, and you said, nah, I don't trust that.
Hope your child doesn't catch chickenpox from the child that's vaccinated.
Like I always say to these people, you don't trust vaccinations. You think they're trying to kill you. What do you do when you get sick? When you get really fucking sick, do you go to the doctor?
They go to the doctor.
Because you fucking clowns who don't believe in vaccinations, y'all shouldn't go to the doctor. Sit at home. You don't trust them. Sit your ass at home.
Don't go to the emergency room.
Don't go nowhere. Sit your ass at home. You know more. Fix your fucking self. Do that. Do that. When you get polio, figure it out yourself, Mr. Scientist, since you know so much about vaccinations and medicine. Figure out your own goddamn disease.
Right. Diagnose yourself.
Do it yourself. Figure it out.
Right on.
Thank you, Charles Mathis. We appreciate you. I failed science class. I did. And I hope you're talking about, now you talking about, I don't know if you're talking about me, but whatever. If you are talking about me, no, I wasn't a big scientist. That's why I listened to them. Because I didn't learn that shit in school, and I'm not a fucking biologist.
Not a doctor.
And I'm not a doctor.
Not a chemist.
I'm going to listen to them. But we got these internet motherfuckers who failed biology, got an F, and now they want to tell motherfuckers what they think about a vaccination or a disease or a virus. They know more than the doctors. The people who went to fucking school for 8 years, they telling them what the fuck's going on. Like, man, dude, y'all are crazy. Crazy. I don't know shit. So that's why I'm listening to the motherfuckers who do. And y'all telling the doctors, you don't know what you're talking about, doctor. I know more than you. I failed 6th grade biology, but I know more than you do. I read this online.
I did my research.
Y'all got to be the slowest people ever, man. Nah, man. Hell no. I don't know nothing about no fucking science. I am not a scientist. I am not a doctor. I'm going to listen to the people who fucking know what the fuck they're talking about. And if I feel as though he's telling me some bullshit, I'll go get a fucking second fucking example or a second opinion on the fucking shit.
Which most people don't realize they have the right to do.
That's what you do.
If you don't feel as though what one physician gave you is answer enough for you, go to another doctor. Go to another specialist. And if that specialist tells you the same shit, maybe they're right.
Man, dude, eating healthy did not save the people in the 1500s. They ate organic food every day. They had no chemicals on their food. They still died at 30. Like, you motherfuckers are ignorant, dog. People were eating all organic foods. They had none of the fucking shit that we were seeing in our lives with carbon monoxide and all the shit that's being put in the air. They ate fucking great fucking foods before pesticides even existed.
Before fire even was found, or before they even invented fire, all they ate was plant-based, and they still was dying.
Still dying at 30. What saved us to be able to live to fucking 70 and 80 and 90 years old is medicine. Not the fucking food. And y'all gotta stop it, man. You gotta stop it, dude. You gotta stop the bullshit. Medicine fucking matters. You're a nurse. What are you saying to me, Miss? Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate you, but I don't understand what you're saying. I mean, I
not
hope
all nurses do. Believe
some
in
nurses
vaccines.
don't. Some nurses, but work in the medical field and don't believe in this shit. It's crazy. I don't know. Whatever, man. I just know that when you look at how life has changed since vaccinations were put in place, you see that our life expectancy has changed, and you see that our lives has changed. And I will fight for that for the day, because the science proves it. Period. But I want to thank everybody for talking with us today and getting this conversation going. We appreciate it. Like always, man, if you like the show, please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. We're trying to get to 10,000, but right now we're almost close to 7,000. We appreciate you guys sticking with us, talking to us, and keeping the energy up, man, and keeping the comments flowing. We appreciate the discussions. Even those people we do not agree with, we still like to see your comments if they're respectful. If they're bullshit, I'm just going to ignore you. But respectful comments, I would definitely love to have the conversation and keep that going. But until Wednesday at 6:00 p.m., we will see you guys later. Until next time, peace out.
Holla, holla.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.